So in this video, I wanted to explore a platform that I think is a good idea, worth doing, and worth collaborating on. And the platform is called Well-Being/Best Practices as a working title. The quality is flexible, quantitative, and qualitative, quick, inclusive, actionable, loving. It brings well-being to others. And as kind of a starting point, I want to look at YouTube as a comparison. So YouTube is very big. It's all video, and it has a wide range of focuses, from business, advertising on the sidelines, to businesses advertising inside, to tutorials. It's a lot of eye grabbing or action grabbing, and also self-expression. But it does not have a restrictive focus on bringing well-being to others. So that might account for about 20% of its videos. And the rating of I like it or I don't like it is not related to whether or not it helps to bring in well-being. The I like it is not relative on how, it's not related to how actionable it is. And there's all kinds of things that are not included. And so what I thought is that we need something smaller, because 99.9% of us will never watch 99.9% of the YouTube videos, for the simple reason that it's too big. And it's not very well organized. And so this is kind of a hybrid Wikipedia YouTube Plus, with a focus on contributing and bringing well-being into the world. So let me first kind of go over, in the main kind of media format, what is media that brings well-being? I would say that the pinnacle is a few sentences or a few images that convey enough information to, first of all, feel better, second of all, think better, and thirdly, to take an action that results in sustainable well-being going out into the world. Now, the higher return on that investment, the more valuable the media. In other words, if I can take 10 minutes of your time, and your entire life is 1% better for the rest of your life, that's really great media. It's wonderful, because 10 minutes has been leveraged into 1% over your whole life. If your whole life is 80 years long, and that's 1%, you take all those, and then you look at how much percent, you look at how much percent better and for how long, and how consistently, and that gives you the return on investment. So that's kind of the math behind it. And the question is how to predict that, how to rate that, and then convey that to others so that, you may want to watch this media too if you have this interest, or if you're in this field, or if you have this health condition, because this can add well-being to your life. So that's the kind of the paradigm that I'm working with. And the question is how to go about it. Well, by flexible, the main thing that I mean is I want this platform, which has a well-being agenda, to be as useful as possible for someone who wants to share well-being for someone else. And by that, I mean, it should be web-based, one. Two, it should be faster than YouTube. And the good news about this is by embedding things like add a YouTube video, add a video from another source, add a PDF, add a document, add a screenshot, add a recording. I want the site to be able to interact and reach out to lots of other sites. Anything basically one would come across on a computer, and be able to say, include this, and do it fast. And one of the best ways of doing that is leaving it on the other site, but streaming it through, like as in embedding a YouTube video. It's hosted on YouTube, but it's playable here. So that's what I mean by flexible. By qualitative, what I mean is rather than just liking, I think we need to kind of do a check and a star for and then an amazing button, so that we have things like, is it actionable? Like, what's on some level, what's the good of a great new video about something or other where there's no action being taken and there's no ability to take any action? You wouldn't know what to do if you wanted to act, or it's really cumbersome, like, go help children, and it's like, okay, well, I guess I have to do 3 or 4 hours of that, as opposed to send a note to a child in trauma by writing here and clicking send. That's actionable. And that gets to the next point of flexibility, because we want to make instant action easy. So you can set up a way for people to take action in the action area, and they can do it really easy. Now, here's a couple of ways. So sending money, loaning money, sending resources, loaning resources. Now, what would be a really, like, how does things get bottled down or bogged down in our life? We have a box of clothes in the closet we would love to give to someone who really needed them, that we feel empathy for, but we don't want to pack them up. We don't want to, whether we want to or not. It's finding them, packing them up, finding packing material, taking them to a postage account, wondering if it's going to cost more to send them than otherwise, standing in line, driving. It's just too much. But if you can program an action where it's the person, let's say this is for the charitable section of the site, let's say you want to give something, and let's say a charity is able to coordinate here's how you can get your thing to someone most helpful for this cause. Here's how you can get your thing for donation. Here's how you can send $1, $5 without filling in and out any account. Here's how you can write a thank you note or send a card or a PDF to people who are doing work in this area. This is how you can act, and it's built into the website so that you've done something within 5, 10, or 15 minutes, and you haven't had your attention broken endless time. So that's another area, setting up action in response. So let's say you want to do a video of a child you want to help. You want to say, this is how you can help them. You set up, this is this, and people can act in a variety of ways, from sending cards to donating massage to, whatever. Backstory is just, I think it's fun to have, bios, who's contributing the media. Anyone can add a footnote. There can be a why, like why is this creating well-being? There can also be kind of like supporting documents, where regardless of who uploads the media, one can say, yeah, there's an article about that in the New York Times. Here it is. And so in this way, an idea becomes a world of inspiration, a world of action, a world of intention, a world where the long division of well-being is spread out, and where you can participate by saying, this inspired me, this really inspired me, this will help me with my well-being, this will really help me. I'm taking action based on this. I'm taking a big and important action. And this is clear. This gave me everything I needed to know. And it was really clear. And the whole thing was so amazing. I'm going to press the amazing button. Now what these do is they automatically increase the ranking of this presentation in the arena it's serving. So if this is in the charity section and it's in the charity section and it's in the area of charity of let's say improving eyesight, and this media is, maybe it's all about why one charity overall has delivers twice the dollar amount of another charity. And so and here's how you can send money, and here's how $3 becomes this amount of well-being. Well, if you can show the supporting documents, the different medical technology, etc., and take action, and you're going to donate to that charity, etc., and it's really interesting to see how iTechnology, and you press amazing. Well, this may go up to the the highest ranking way to give money to support human well-being for a period of time until something else is really innovative and amazing. So that's kind of the paradigm by which, someone else who's in the travel and automotive section of the site, who shares a way to change oil and recycle oil and save money recycling and changing oil and doing this and this and the other, and that might raise to the top well-being in the automotive section. And anyone can add anything, and everyone can rank its usefulness, and anyone can go to wellbeing.com, bestpractices.com, and just see what's new in the areas that interest them and take action really easily on the site. So that's the concept, and I'm excited about it.